Hello, good people. I would like to invite you to join me to spend the evening with Jesus and St. Francis, reflecting on Franciscan joy. St. Francis said, "For what else are the servants of God than his singers, whose duty it is to lift up the hearts of men and move them to spiritual joy?" I love this picture of Jesus laughing. Always wonder what he's laughing at, who he's laughing with. And then the scripture comes to mind, "The joy of the Lord is my strength." And even though St. Francis had the stigmata, the joy he had and the joy he shared reflected the love of God and the joy Jesus has. And joy is what God created us for. So I'd like to share a little story about confession that gave my heart immense joy. Years ago, I was in Mexico, and it was a Eucharistic Congress conference, and there's huge lineups for confession. So I stood in one line, and after about 45 minutes, I was like, oh my goodness, the priest isn't even going to know English, I bet. And after 45 minutes, I thought, well, I'm not getting out of line now. So I just thought, well, if he doesn't know English, I'm just going to tell all of my sins, which you're supposed to do anyways. But sometimes we're afraid to share the most painful sins of our lives, the ones we've committed, and the burdens we carry. So I go into confession, and he did not know English as far as I know. And so I gave my confession, and after he gave me absolution and said a few words in Spanish, the absolution in Spanish, and then he reached out and like touched my cheek, like, you know how just so gentle. And he just, it was like when a grandma grabs your cheek kind of and wiggles it. And I just felt like new life, new little baby, like I was beginning all over again, totally innocent and free. And the joy I felt in that moment, unsurpassed, I think. Anyways, it's Lent. Do not be afraid to go to confession. Jesus is there waiting for you, and he wants to give you spiritual joy. So peace and all good to you tonight or today, whenever you're listening to this. And just slow down and spend some time with St. Francis, walking in the footsteps of Jesus. God bless you. Peace and all good. Bye-bye.